Most people think setting goals is the key to success, but here's the truth. Goals alone, they won't get you results. It's your actions that get the results. So if you're not tracking your progress and your actions and taking consistent action, your goals are nothing more than wishful thinking. Now think about how much time and energy could you be wasting on goals that you're not even tracking. Hi, I'm Tony. I'm the founder of Online Results Coach, and I help ambitious entrepreneurs achieve their biggest business goals faster and with less stress. So you can scale your business while enjoying more freedom and more fulfillment. Over the past 3 decades, I've invested thousands of dollars and countless hours mastering these strategies, and I'm sharing them with you for free in this video. I aim for no fluff or BS, just actionable insights that deliver real results. So in this video, I'll show you the 7 simple steps to track your goals like a pro, and that'll help you to achieve them faster than you ever thought possible. Step 1 will really set you up for success, and then and step 4 is the one that people generally miss. So let's get started. So uh, the first step is to define clear metrics, because if you don't know exactly how you're measuring success, you're probably setting yourself up to fail. Yeah, most people, they set vague goals like grow my business or get more clients, but vague goals they tend to lead to vague results. Ask yourself, how will I know if I'm on track, right? How will I know if I've achieved my goal? Right? That's the key question. Okay? And if you can't answer these questions with specific and measurable metrics, then you're probably not really serious about your success, right? As I always say, you can have results or excuses, but you can't have both. Then the second step is to create a tracking system. And it doesn't have to be complicated, but what it really needs to be is consistent. Now, whether it's a simple spreadsheet or some kind of more sophisticated CRM tool, the key here is to choose a system that you'll actually use consistently. So choose a method that suits your goal and your preferences, and don't overcomplicate it. Right? The key is to just do it regularly. Update your tracking system. Updating your tracking system is more important than the system itself. And here's the truth, if you like. If you're not tracking your progress, then as I said before, you're not serious about achieving your goals. You've heard this saying before, what gets measured gets improved. So don't be overthinking it. Just start tracking today and use whatever simple system that you want. Right. And my third step is to set milestones. And the reason for this is I've talked about this a lot in other videos and other trainings, is that we tend to have big ambitious goals, but that can feel very overwhelming. So chunking it up or breaking them down into smaller milestones, make them manageable. Yeah? Think of these milestones as checkpoints on your journey to success. Yeah? So for example, if your goal is to double your revenue in a year, your milestones might include hitting 25%, 50%, 75% of your target along the way. And here's the really good advice: celebrate your wins, because those milestones are progress. And acknowledging that helps to keep you more motivated and keep going. Now, step number 4 is to check in regularly. you know. So I advocate a very quick review daily. But when I'm talking about metrics like this and tracking the progress, I'm really saying do it weekly or fortnightly at the very least. Yeah? Because if you're not doing it often enough like that, you're flying blind. Tracking progress isn't a one-off. It has to be an ongoing process. So schedule those check-ins with yourself and your team or your mentor, yeah? and, and then you've identified the metrics already. So now you just need to put it in your diary, schedule the check-ins. So then it's there, you get the data, you start looking at it, and you identify any trends or corrections that are needed, and you make those adjustments. As I often say, it doesn't have to take a lot of time. What we're looking at is consistency, because consistency beats intensity every time. So there's no need to wait for the perfect moment or it just start checking in regularly. And when it comes to achieving goals, I can't emphasize enough that the importance of consistent monitoring and self-awareness, it gives you such an invaluable perspective. And that's what entrepreneurs and business owners need in business. So make it a habit to review your metrics and update your tracking system regularly. And my fifth point around this, or my fifth step, is to, having got the data, is to use the data. Because tracking is great, but it's pretty pointless if you're not using the data to improve. So you have to ask yourself what's working and what's not working, and you have to be brutally honest. And if something isn't delivering results, then you have to have the courage to change, the courage to pivot. Remember, excuses don't get results, actions do. So use the data to make smarter decisions and keep moving forward. The data that you've got will probably be giving you real insights on how well you're tracking towards your goals. And then it's up to you to have the courage to make those changes or whatever is needed. My sixth step, having maybe brought you down a bit there, is to stay motivated. Right? And I know that tracking progress can feel like a bit of a grind, but here's the thing, right? If your goals excite you, then it won't feel like a grind because you'll feel motivated. And if you're not, go back to your why. Why did you set this goal in the first place? What's at stake if you don't achieve it? That kind of passion will fuel you. So if you're not feeling motivated, connect back to your original purpose. Yeah? Remember, the reasons come first, the results come second. Right? So the real secret is that when you're working hard on your goals, particularly the goals that you really care about, you're passionate. And when you're passionate about something, that motivation comes easier. And when you realize that the collecting this data and tracking the data and using it to using the insights that it gives you to get to your goals faster, essentially, well, that should be motivation enough to do this regularly and to do it, with the degree of courage that it needs. My final piece of advice on this, I think we're at step number 7, is to seek feedback. Right? So don't try and do it alone. When you get feedback from mentors or peers or just trusted friends, it gives you a fresh perspective, and it helps to hold you accountable. So share your progress and your challenges and your wins with others, and that will naturally push you to be your very best. We all need people who will tell us the truth, not just what we want to hear. That's how we grow. Right? That's how we improve. So look, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy it and you want to start getting results fast, I think you will really love my 7-day course that I've created for ambitious entrepreneurs. It's totally free at the moment, and you'll discover why most people fail, and you'll discover how to set goals that actually deliver, and how to set up the habits and systems that top achievers use to win and achieve goals consistently. Now, this isn't theory. This is proven systems built for busy entrepreneurs who want real results. In my trainings, there's no fluff, there's no theory, there's no BS. It's just actionable strategies that actually work from someone who's been there and I've done it and I've helped many others to do the same. So if you think like that, go to the link in the description, and you'll see a screen like this, and hopefully you'll join up and I can help you to make your next big breakthrough happen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.